This is my December update of the best cash ISAs in 2025. So this is my last update of the year. Stay tuned, I've got some interesting and exciting updates for you in this video. All of the accounts that I mentioned today are linked in the description box below as always. All of the accounts are also FSCS protected up to £120,000. I'll talk through the accounts in interest rate order, so if you stay until the end, you'll see the accounts that have the highest interest rates then. There are some great interest rates around for cash ISAs at the moment, so it's definitely worth a watch. If you do enjoy this video, please take a second to give it a like. Thank you for the like, and if you want to stick around and see more videos from me, like this one, and see my regular savings updates, then just subscribe by clicking the button below the video. Thanks for liking and subscribing, let's get into it. Cash ISAs allow you to save without paying tax on the interest, and they do have some really competitive rates right now. So even if you don't need the tax-free wrapper, it's worth considering opening one. At the moment, everyone can still save up to £20,000 every tax year into their ISAs, including if they wanted to put it all in cash. The cash ISA deposit limit will reduce to £12,000 for under 65s, but this is not until April 2027. So basically, cash ISAs are still a great way to save and ensure that you don't have to pay any tax on the interest and ensure that you get a high interest rate on your savings. In this video, I'll give you my top picks for easy access cash ISAs and fixed rate cash ISAs, and all of the interest rates are current on the date of filming this video. Let's get started with the first one, which is my top pick for a high street name. This is an easy access cash ISA from the Bank of Ireland, and the interest rate is 4.11%. If you're looking to open a cash ISA with a high street name, then this is the best one for you in terms of interest rate, because it does have the highest interest rate for a high street name at the moment. The minimum deposit is £100, and obviously the maximum that you can deposit is £20,000. You can make transfers in from existing ISAs though, so if you did want to transfer an existing ISA, then you can do that. It's completely easy access and you open it online. Interest is paid annually, and it's not a flexible ISA, so that means if you do withdraw and redeposit, it would affect your overall deposit allowance. That was all about the Bank of Ireland one. As I said, it is my top pick for a high street name because it is an easy access ISA and it does have the highest interest rate for a high street name at the moment. But I do have plenty of other ISAs to tell you about that do have much higher interest rates at the moment. Quick thank you to iFAST GB for sponsoring this part of the video, and I'm excited to tell you why I like what they're offering. iFAST GB is a registered UK bank, they are FCA regulated, and your money is protected by the FSCS up to £120,000. iFAST GB offer a multi-currency current account where you can hold, save and spend in 9 currencies and earn interest on your balance. Right now, the interest is also higher than you can get with other banks that pay interest on your current account balance. The interest rates are variable. At the moment, you can get 2.9% on Great British Pounds, 2.25% on US dollars, 1% on euros, and 2.8% on AED. You can earn interest on your whole balance, there's no limit, and I've tested it myself and setup just took a few minutes. You can also earn interest on a fixed term deposit. At the moment, it's 3.55% on Great British Pounds and 3.45% on US dollars. And until the 31st of December, they're running a cashback promo, so you can get 1.5% cashback on up to £1,500 of card spending in the UK and abroad. Things like bills, council tax and everyday spending count, and you can check the website for a few exclusions. They also now support Apple Pay and Google Pay. There are no fees for overseas spending or withdrawals, and currency conversion uses market exchange rates. Opening an account just takes a few minutes, and if you use my link in the description box, you can get £5 free when you open an account, plus the cashback and interest as usual. Thank you to iFAST GB for sponsoring this part of the video, and let's go on to the next cash ISA. The next cash ISA is from Atom Bank, and the interest rate is 4.25%. The minimum deposit is £1, and of course the maximum you can deposit is £20,000. You open this one using the Atom Bank app and interest is paid monthly. It's not a flexible ISA and it doesn't allow transfers in. That being said, it does have a decent interest rate. It might be good for you if you've already used your new customer bonuses with some of the accounts that I'll mention later, but I do have a new account to tell you about at the end of the video that hasn't had much coverage yet, so it might well be that you haven't used your new customer bonus with that one yet. so stay tuned and check that one out at the end. The Atom Bank one is an easy access ISA. The next one I'm going to tell you about is my top pick for a fixed rate ISA. This has a top interest rate for a fix. It's with Tembo and the interest rate is 4.3%. This is a 1-year fix and the minimum deposit is £500. It allows transfers in and you open it in the app. The app is really nice and straightforward to use. Interest is paid at the end of the term, at the end of the year. If you do need to make a withdrawal from this one, then you would need to pay a penalty of 90 days of interest. If you decide to open this one, then you can use my link in the description box to get a free bonus of up to £100. So that's my top pick for a fix. It does have a high interest rate, and if you are looking to get a fixed rate on your savings for a fixed term, put your money away for a year, then it could be a great option for you. The next account is an easy access cash ISA. We're moving up in terms of the interest rates. So this next one pays 4.49% interest, and this is the easy access ISA from Plum. This is a new customer bonus interest rate, so if you are a new customer of Plum, then you can take advantage of this one. So the 4.49% interest rate includes a 1.7% bonus interest rate for new customers that is valid for a year. The rest of the interest rate is variable though, so it could go up or down. Minimum deposit is just £1. The max you can deposit is of course £20,000. You can open it using the Plum app. The Plum app is another one that I rate. It's easy and straightforward to use. Interest is paid monthly or annually, you can decide. It's not a flexible ISA, but there have been some great changes to this one. If you've seen any of my previous videos where I've mentioned the Plum Cash ISA, you might have noticed that withdrawals were limited without it affecting your interest rate. Now it's completely easy access, so you can make as many withdrawals as you like without it affecting your interest rate. Another thing is that you can also get the same interest rate on transfers in. So that's a new feature as well, because it was a reduced interest rate that you were getting if you transferred your balance in from an existing ISA. Now you are getting the same interest rate if you transfer in. That's all about the Plum one. I think it's a great option with a competitive interest rate right now. I've got 2 more accounts to tell you about. They're both easy access ISAs. The one with the highest interest rate is coming at the end of the video, but before that, let's talk about the Trading 212 Cash ISA. The interest rate on this one is currently 4.52%. This interest rate does include a new customer bonus, so if you are a new customer, then you can take advantage of this one. If you're not a new customer of Trading 212, then check out my last suggestion, because this one is a new cash ISA that's just come out recently, so there's a good chance that you haven't got your new customer bonus from them yet. The minimum deposit is just £1, and of course you can deposit up to a maximum of £20,000. And if you use my link in the description box below, you can get a free fractional share worth up to £100 when you deposit £1 in the invest section of the app. You can then do with that what you choose to, but it is a nice way to get a free bonus. You can open this cash ISA online or in the app. Interest is calculated daily and paid monthly. It is a flexible ISA, so that means that you can withdraw and redeposit in the same tax year without it affecting your overall ISA allowance. You can make transfers in, but you do get a lower interest rate on the balance that you transfer in, and that's currently 3.85%. That's all I wanted to tell you about this one. It does have the second highest interest rate for a cash ISA right now. It is an easy access ISA, so you can make deposits and withdrawals as and when you like. I've tried this ISA along with many of the other ones in this video, and I do rate it. I also like the app, and you can get withdrawals through pretty quickly. Now onto the final cash ISA that does have the highest interest rate available for a cash ISA right now. This is the cash ISA from eToro, and the interest rate is currently 4.65%. This is a 12-month boosted interest rate at 4.65% variable. It applies to deposits or transfers made before the 31st of December of this year. You can make transfers in from other cash ISAs, and you will receive the interest rate of 4.65% on the balance that you transfer in. Minimum deposit that you need to open this one is £500, and you can of course deposit up to a maximum of £20,000. You can open it online or in the eToro app. Interest is calculated daily and paid at the end of the year. It's an easy access ISA. You can make up to 3 withdrawals per year and keep the boosted interest rate. If you need to make 4 or more withdrawals in a year, then your interest rate does lower to 3.65%. The interest rate also reduces if your balance falls below £500. This ISA is flexible, so that means that you can withdraw and then redeposit in the same tax year without it affecting your overall ISA allowance. Your money is held securely in segregated accounts with the wealth manager Money Farm, and with this account, as with all of the accounts mentioned in today's video, your money is protected by the FSCS up to £120,000. So that's the cash ISA that has the highest interest rate right now, so definitely a great option to check out. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did make it this far, please take a second to give the video a like if you haven't already, and be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you for watching again, and see you next time.